In this presentation, we will be learning about target audience. We will identify the purpose, the audience, and the audience needs for preparing images, determine whether content is relevant to the purpose, audience, and audience needs, and we will also look at key terminology such as client goals, target audience, demographics, and accessibility. In this target audience presentation, we will look at many different key terms and terminology. The ones to primarily focus on, though, will be client goals, target audience, demographics, and accessibility. The key term of client or project goals. Know your client's business. Listen to understand your client's needs and goals for the project. Ask questions to understand your client's goals. Understand what they want and need so that you can produce the final deliverables required, such as a website, logo, video, or promotional literature, for example. Know how the final deliverable, the project, will be used by the client and their customers. The key term of target audience. A target audience is the intended audience or readership of a publication, advertisement, or other message. In marketing and advertising, it is a particular group of consumers within the predetermined target market identified as the targets or recipients for a particular advertisement or message. The key term of demographics. Demographics are simply a particular section of a population. You can segment your target market using demographics such as age, geographic location, gender, marital or family status, occupation, income level, education level, and racial identity, for example. The key terminology of accessibility. Accessible communications are inclusive, diverse, and responsible. They take the diverse literacy and communication needs of the audience into account. This means everything you produce, from a form to a document, to a website to a video script, is clear and easy to read. Accessible communications include the technical aspects of accessibility as well. This means that your website or the documents you produce online can be used by screen readers or other assistive technology. Your website, for example, should be easy to use, and your documents that you create should be easy to read. Target audience. In this next section, we will look in more detail at how to identify the purpose, audience, and audience needs for preparing images and other project materials. We will also determine whether content is relevant to the purpose, audience, and the audience needs. It is a best practice for initial meeting to be held with the client to identify the purpose, audience, and audience needs of the content before designing the project. The purpose of the meeting should be to obtain the following three pieces of information: business goals of the client, age and demographics of the target audience, and to determine whether the audience has any special accessibility needs or expectations of the images. What are the client's business goals? What is the purpose of the project, and what are the project goals for the client? For example, are they trying to increase sales? Do they need to redesign a company logo? train employees for better efficiency, create a new logo, build a website, a promotional video, or some other web, print, or commercial product. Consider the purpose of the final project deliverables when determining the content and design. Once you determine the context and the audience, it's important to consider where and how the deliverables will be used. Is the final deliverable for an advertisement, a commercial, a video production, a newsletter, flyer, website, or even a kiosk at the mall? This will help you determine the look and feel of the final deliverable. Your target market refers to a larger group of people you want to reach. Your target market influences your business and marketing decisions in general. Your target audience is a subset of your target market. Your target audience specifically plays a role in your project decisions. A target audience is a particular group of consumers that are identified as the targets or recipients for a particular publication, advertisement, product, or other message. A target audience is the intended audience of readership of a publication, advertisement, or other message. In marketing and advertising, it is a particular group of consumers within a predetermined target market, identified as the targets or recipients for a particular advertisement or message. It is important to determine who your client's target audience is. Who will be using, viewing, or interacting with the final project deliverable? Will it be a child, an adult, a male, a female? How old might they be? These are all things to take into consideration. How will they be interacting with the final project deliverable? Is it a website or some other digital content, printed material, video or motion graphics, a game, or even a kiosk at the mall? Your target audience will influence the content and the style of the projects that you design. For example, in logo design, there are important decisions based on the target audience. What colors will you use? What type of fonts? Will they be playful or serious styles? Will you use image? And what will those image types be? And how will you lay out and design your logo based on your target audience? Your target audience's needs are based on market segmentation. There are 4 types of market segmentation to consider: demographics, grouping customers based on customer personal attributes; geographic, grouping customers based on a defined geographical boundary; psychographic, grouping customers based on lifestyles; and behavioral, grouping customers based on actual customer behavior toward products or services. Notice the graphic to the right breaks down these 4 different segmentations in more detail. You may pause the video at this time to review them if you would like. Geographic segmentation is when a business divides its market on the basis of geography. Segmented geographical areas might include areas such as a city, a county, a state, a region like the West Coast, a country like the United States, or an international region like Asia. People in a target audience share demographic similarities such as age, location, or socioeconomic status. Market segmentation based on demographics target audiences that share similar demographic traits, including but not limited to gender, location, education, and socioeconomic status. Market segmentation based on psychographics. This is when people and a target audience share psychographic similarities such as personal interest, attitudes, values, desires, and specific behaviors. Psychographic segmentation deals with characteristics that are more mental and emotional. These attributes can give you valuable insight into your audience's motives, preferences, and needs. Understanding these aspects of your audience can help you to create content that appeals to them more effectively. Some examples of psychographic characteristics include personality traits, interests, beliefs, values, attitudes, and lifestyles. Market segmentation based on behavioral aspects. Behavioral segmentation divides consumers according to behavior patterns as they interact with a company. The objective of behavioral marketing is to understand how to address the particular needs and desires of customer groups, tailor your product or services to meet those needs and desires. We've looked at all the different key terminology and definitions about how to define a target audience. Now let's look at some real-world examples. There is a three-step approach to use to define your target market. 1. Conduct target customer research. 2. Analyze the market. And 3. Define the target audience. For a detailed review, visit Alexander Santos' blog at https://www.brafton.com/blog. In example 1, we're looking at bookkeeping SaaS solutions. SaaS Solutions is a bookkeeping company that is targeting bookkeepers at companies to purchase their software. They have to take into account the key demographics, key psychographics, the challenges, and the preferred channels and preferred content types in order to reach their target market. Pause the video at this time and read through some of these different aspects that they must take into consideration when targeting their audience. Example 2 is a business travel company. Business Travel Company is a travel agency that is targeting businesses that will need their travel services to book business trips. They will have to take into account the key demographics, the key psychographics, the challenges they may face, preferred channels, and preferred content types. Please pause the video and take a moment to review each of these different areas of concern. Example 3 is a facility security services company. The Facility Security Services is a security company that is targeting companies that need to use third-party security firms to ensure safety. They'll have to take into account key demographics, key psychographics, the challenges, preferred channels, and preferred content types. Pause the video at this time and review the information on the right. Example 4 is an athletic shoes company. Athletic Shoes is an athletic footwear company that is targeting potential buyers of their footwear. They will have to take into account key demographics, key psychographics, challenges, preferred channels, preferred content types. Pause the video now and take a look at the graphics on the right and review the information that's available. Example 5 is the organic protein bars. Organic Protein Bars is a health food company that is targeting healthy individuals that would like to purchase their protein bars. They will have to take into account the key demographics, key psychographics, challenges, preferred channels, and preferred content types. Pause the video at this time and take a moment to read through the detailed information in the graphic on the right. The following resources were used in the creation of this presentation and video. You may access any of these sites to learn more about target market and target audience.